Hey yo, what is up guys? I gotta adjust that just a little bit. Hey yo, what is up guys? And I am finally back with another video. I'm sorry it has been sort of a while. I guess it's been like a week, which I guess is kind of a while. And there's been a lot of news and I have a lot of like video ideas. So stay tuned for a lot of them. I got one coming up tomorrow. I might have another one coming up today actually. And I have a really interesting one planned for Wednesday. So I have like a whole lot of like ones like planned and stuff. But so if you didn't watch my Sly Cooper Funko Pop video, I'll leave the link for that in the description. There's a rumor leaked that Sly Cooper 5 is in development. A fifth Sly Cooper game. Apparently I've heard a rumor that it might be being made by a second team at Sucker Punch, or some people have also talked about Insomniac Games making a new Sly Cooper game. Which I'm just happy that people are talking about it, so which is why I'm making a video about it, so we can get like more people talking about it, because I really would love for there to be a new Sly Cooper game. A lot of us grew up on the series from the PS2 days, and we want to see it return. Now, the issue is, okay, so I might as well just get into it now, like, okay, let's say it's true, there is a new Sly Cooper game coming out. Where do they take the story? What now? Like, let's talk about that. Let's get just right into it. So the last we saw Sly Cooper, he was apparently in Egypt, and there was supposed to be an Egypt level DLC for Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. So the original Sly Cooper Thieves in Time was actually supposed to be released for the PSP. If you remember correctly, there was a Jak and Daxter game and a Ratchet and Clank Size Matters game. I just want to throw this out there. The Ratchet and Clank Size Matters commercials, I used to watch those when I'd be watching like Friday Night SmackDown and like the score in Canada here, and they'd come on like Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, and they were just these freaking cool commercials, and I still sometimes go back and watch them just because they're that interesting. Alright, so where do they take the story? So Sly's in Egypt, and that's the last we ever hear or heard from him. Is he in Egypt in their time? Is he in ancient Egypt? I don't really remember. So I don't know, I think Sly Cooper Thieves in Time kind of caused a lot of problems for the series, storyline-wise, and it's kind of confusing. Even though I think the gameplay of it was really fun, it just wasn't, like, as good as 2 or 3 or 1, in my opinion. It was good, it was fun, but it wasn't, like, I don't know, it seemed, like, very spin-off-ish, and it did seem like it needed to be put on the I don't know, I'm not a big fan of what they did with the storyline. I don't like the, you know, kneeing to the furry fan base of the game. I'm just gonna say it there. I don't like that. I don't know. I think that game got kind of weird. So I'd like to step away from that. I like the Kevin Sabo idea where they want to like make it a teen-rated game and they actually like delve into the world of crime and they actually make it a bit more interesting. Which I'd actually be more interested in if they went for a T rating on Sly Cooper and they got a little bit more mature, because the fans have obviously grown up. The games were originally released on the PS2, and that's back in 2004, so it's been 16 years. 2005 was when Sly 3 was released, and it's been, what, 16 years? Yeah, it's been, like, what, 16 years since then? So everyone who played it when they were 7, 8, we're all adults now, so if you made those games, like, I'm not saying take the cartoony aspect out of it, I'd say keep that, but, like, make it, like, a little more edgy than I definitely would agree with that. Yeah, so I don't know what storyline. I don't know if they just do a remake or what they're going to do or how they're going to like start this next game. Are they still going to be doing the time travel? I'm not a big fan of that. I think it was fine if it was just a spin-off on the PSP, or like we just consider Sly Cooper Thieves in Time just a spin-off game, not the true Sly 4. Probably be the best way to do it, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm not really certain what to do with that whole storyline. They definitely have to work it out, or they just have to cancel Sly 4 altogether, or they just kind of like they kind of just like Sly comes back and they're like, oh, we fixed the time machine, and they just kind of like that's the last you ever hear of it, and they kind of just carry on. Oh, we got a new time machine, went back, got Sly, got back, time machine broke down. Can't build another one of those. Moving on. And that's kind of the last you ever hear about it, and they get back to like the present timeline, which is I would rather see. I'd rather see it take place like with them being older. Really, if I'm talking about that now, with them being older thieves and having to like deal with that, and like instead of I agree again with Kevin Sabo when he said instead of like we're getting the itch to come back, it's like the mafia. You know what I'm saying? I tried to make it out, but they just wouldn't let me or whatever. I tried to leave the game. but they just pulled me back in. Isn't that how like the saying goes? That's what I would have really preferred for it. So yeah, okay, so I want to talk about something because so Sly Cooper has some of the most amazing levels, like where they like spins on places like Paris, Las Vegas, New Orleans, and Haiti and stuff like that. So what like cities would I want to see like Sly Cooper go to? And I really would like to talk about that. I like for him to go to Spain. I think Barcelona is like a really beautiful city, and I think you could have like a little soccer stadium and just like a lot of really interesting things about Barcelona. Modern day Tokyo, Japan would be really really cool. That's another good one. But I know he just went to Japan, but I think going to modern Tokyo, Japan would be a very very interesting choice. I'd like to see him come back to Canada actually, and come like go like somewhere in like I don't know. You could do a lot of different takes. Cause Alberta, especially Canada. There's a lot of like differences between like, the provinces and areas. So you could definitely do like a mountain area. You could do like a farm area. You could do a whole lot of things. But yeah, that's what I would like to see. Obviously, him come back to Canada, or maybe a Mexico level. Has Sly Cooper ever been to Mexico? I know he's been to like like he goes to like Tijuana or wherever some big city, Cancun or something. A Mexico level would be really really cool. But yeah, I'd like to see a more adult storyline for Sly Cooper. Yeah, that's really it. That's all I really got to say about it. I think they could do a lot of interesting villains, and I wonder, like especially with it being so much longer on, there could be a whole bunch of new crime games and stuff that just popped up because there's always a new crime team popping up, like the Fiendish Five and the Claw Gang. And I think they could very easily add in a new one. So yeah, these are just my quick thoughts on this. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Let's get the discussion going. What do you guys think? Where do you want to see the story go? What levels would you want to see be implemented into the game? And I personally would like to see it be more Sly 2 based, with like it being more heist themed and like more gritty take on the series. But let me know what you guys think. All right, peace, guys.